So, if you had to venture a guess, what breeds would you place in our top 10 for dog claims for allergies and otitis?
I like this game because I really get to sit and think about like, what do I see? Now, my population may be a little bit different from a general practice, but I kind of doubt it. So if I were to guess, I would say a lot of the bulldogs, right? English, French. If it has bulldog in it or bully in it, it probably would be on the top. I would also venture a guess Cocker Spaniels and Basset Hounds would make it in there. And then if we were talking about just kind of overall skin stuff, I'd also probably put Doodles, German Shepherd dogs, things like that in there as well.
Well, yeah, you nailed it. I mean, exactly just as you guessed, many of the breeds in our top 10 were breeds with face and or body wrinkles, like pugs, bulldogs, and basset hounds. So, can you talk a little bit about why allergy claims might be more prominent in pets with these traits?
Yeah, definitely. First of all, I'm a fan of the fold. I will tell you that right now. If I get a bulldog, my heart melts from joy. So, and I own two mini pit bulls, so
Oh,
I love the bully breeds. But but cute wrinkles come with potential risks, right?
right.
They come with side effects. Let's just say. So when skin is folded, as cute as it may be, folds trap in moisture, and moisture is the enemy. When it comes to skin, we want dry. Dry is life. We love that. So when you have these foldy critters, they're much more prone to getting moisture in those folds. And when they get moisture, moisture leads to inflammation, and then you get overgrowth of bacteria and yeast. And then what does that bacteria and yeast do? Causes more skin inflammation. And again, I'm a broken record, but we're back on that kind of vicious cycle. The other thing I will say about the foldy breeds is they also tend to be a little bit more allergic, so separately from their anatomic cute folds, which provide us with a bit of an issue just from, again, the anatomic aspect of it. A lot of these kiddos do tend to be allergic as well, and that further compounds it. So yes, we have to deal with fold dermatitis, but we also have to manage their allergies that likely makes that fold dermatitis even worse.
Mm-hmm. So, as you mentioned, Cocker Spaniels were number one on the list, and they have the floppy ears similar to the Basset Hounds. So, can you share a little bit about otitis and anything specific to watch out for with dogs who have floppy ears?
Yeah, I think a lot of people forget in animals especially that otitis or ear infections is usually a sign of an allergy. That's a big one. People say all the time to me, hey, you're a dermatologist. Why are you treating an ear infection? Well, dermatology, allergy, ear, it all kind of goes hand in hand. So a lot of the Cocker Spaniels, the Basset Hounds, and things like that are allergic dogs also. So it's important to remember that managing their allergies is a big part of managing their chronic ear infections. But these poor guys get a double whammy, triple whammy, whatever you might want to call it, because not only do they have allergies, but they also have ear canal anatomic differences, right? So not only do they have the floppy ears, and they do, and those beautiful floppy ears, we love them, but they kind of close off the ear canal to a degree. And when they close off the ear canal, they don't let the air get in, and we love air. Remember, again, dry is good for dermatology in general. So when the air can't get in, then the canal stays too moist. And when it stays too moist, we end up with inflammation and infections. The other thing that's interesting about the anatomy of those particular breeds is their ear canals are the size of Texas. There is something about them that they have these long, tortuous ear canals. And so on top of a flap that's down and cute, but kind of closing the ear off a little bit, they also have these super long ear canals. And Cocker Spaniels in particular are really prone to developing too much tissue in their ear canals. We call that hyperplasia. And when that happens, that even further closes off the ear canal, and a closed ear canal is not a clean ear canal, right? So it's not just the floppiness. If it was just the floppiness of their ears, we would unfortunately surgically remove their ears and fix all of their problems. But for these guys, they kind of get hit from a lot of different directions from the allergy and anatomy standpoint. And that's why we see so many issues with them.
What are some other anatomical traits that might predispose a breed to allergies?
Yeah, there's a couple things I think that are important to remember as far as anatomic stuff that can make the dog have more skin disease. We talked about folds. Folds is big. If you're going to buy a foldy breed, have a fold management plan in place. Can't recommend that enough. But also, this is something I see a lot, and I know it's out there quite a bit. If you have one of the cutest, again, I'm gonna rake on bulldogs again, but I love them. If you have one of those bulldoggy type breeds that has the really short bristly fur, so for example, I see this a lot in English bulldogs, I see it in boxers, pit bulls, cane corsos, things like that. Or any breed, mixed breed as well, that has that cute, short, bristly coat. When they have allergies, they're very prone to developing pododermatitis or inflammation of their paws. And part of that is because when those kiddos lick their paws, they drive those cute little bristly furs deep into the tissue. And when they drive them deep into the tissue, they create little foreign body reactions. Those lead to severe inflammation, and you get those big, nasty, oozy things that might pop between your dog's toes. I see that all the time in my bristly coated breeds. So that's another one where there's an anatomic, not even abnormality. I see it all the time where that's another dog that has an anatomic hold on, how do I want to put this? Okay. I see that all the time where this is another dog that has a very specific anatomic feature that then predisposes them to getting certain derm diseases. So watch out for your cute little bristly guys. Pay attention to their paws, because we often see paw disease with them.